You are listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast. This is the place where content creators come to learn how to create profitable content that positions themselves as an authority and grows their online businesses. Get ready to take your content to a whole new level with your host, Kristen Poborski.
What if you could identify your biggest AI opportunities in just 15 minutes? I'm Kristen Poborski, and I am here today to help you figure out what could be a huge opportunity in your business that you could apply AI to help you stop being the bottleneck or to get rid of those tasks that you no longer want to do and you know it's draining your energy and time that you could be better spent doing other things. So most business and life coaches, healers, and course creators are overwhelmed trying to figure out where to start with AI. So much so that they don't even want to even try it. Today, I'm going to share with you my simple 15 minutes framework that will help you identify your biggest AI opportunities. The same framework has helped my community members and myself especially cut my workload by 80% and save hours every single week. Case in point is that when I go and repurpose my content and I put it into a blog post, a YouTube description, the podcast, and an email to my list, exactly what I'm going to be doing after I hit publish of this content, used to take me up to 2 hours every single week, let alone trying to figure out what to do and create a script and all of that, and to create social media on top of it. Now that takes me less than 5 minutes to take a transcript and turn it into a blog post, a YouTube description, a podcast description, an email to my list, and months worth of social media posts, all while retaining my voice, my message, and my branding in my content. So that would take me 2 hours. Now it takes me 5 minutes or less to generate all that content. And all I have to do is either copy and paste a few things and do some editing. And the whole process takes me less than 15 minutes. So don't you think if you had something like that in your business that you dreaded doing, you'd want to embrace AI and dive in deeper and see how to figure out if you can do it too? Well, let's still go into this 15-minute framework, which I'm going to teach you here, and I call it the Keep, Start, Stop framework. Some of you may have heard it before, but this is an easy way to go in and do an audit of what you're doing. Now, I'm not going to suggest you take and record a whole day worth of or a whole week of what you did to figure it out. I am not like that. That would drive me crazy. So we're going to just do a quick calendar audit, and we're going to go through there and identify some places that you can get some quick wins with AI. So for those of you that may be thinking, gosh, I don't know if I want to use AI. I think it's dumb. I shouldn't say dumb, but I think it's just a tool where I've put in a few commands and it spit out some generic sounding responses. And I want to change your mind about AI because today I was listening to a podcast. Michael Stelzner, if you don't know who he is, he runs Social Media Marketing World and the Social Media Examiner. And he recently shared an astounding statistic that 250 million people, nearly the entire population of the United States, is already using the paid version of ChatGPT. And this number right here indicates a rapid adoption of AI and underscores his point that ignoring AI is no longer an option. And I'm going to share a funny story. I'm going to age myself for those of you that don't know me well and you don't know how old I am. But I'm going to go back to 1986. And that was when I was in my 20s and I was teaching my first computer class. I worked in a buying office, and my job was to get those people out of paper purchase orders and putting them into a purchase order management system in 1986. Well, I'm going to tell you, the people over 40 would leave my training class going, I'm never going to use a computer. Yet the ones under 20, they stayed. Those were the assistants because they knew that that was going to change everything for them using a computer, and it wasn't going away. So now is really like back in 1986 with the advent of going to computer automation of things. We're doing that now to a whole new level using AI. And here's the thing, now is the time for you to do this because you will have a competitive advantage. This is a unique opportunity for you that's a content creator to sprint ahead and learn and implement before everybody else catches up, because it's going to stay. It is not going to go away. And there are some amazing things that you can do with AI that will automate your business and make your life so much better. So let's kind of go through current reality. You know, you might be wasting time trying to figure out what kind of AI tools you should be using. You might be feeling overwhelmed by option and you have no clear starting point. And you just don't know which one to pick. I'm in a mentorship with a lot of people, and that's usually when people come in there and start getting coached around AI, they're just overwhelmed and don't know where to start. Yet they know they've got things that they're doing that could be automated and done better using AI, and they just don't know where to start. And I know that one of the things they're looking for is a better understanding of where AI can fit in their business and figuring out what to start first. And that's the other thing that people make the mistake of. They go in and pick the most complicated tasks to automate first, and then they throw up their hands and go, I can't do this. And I know that myself because last summer I started diving into AI automations. I thought I was going to build this just ginormous, fantastic content repurposing automation, and I was overwhelmed. So I had to sit back and retool things and go, okay, I need to start small and then grow, get bigger. So I started out with a very small automation, and it was a very simple content calendar. And I then took what I learned from that simple automation and applied it to all my other ones, and it got that much easier. But first, let's back up. Let's go into how can you identify what things in your business that you should be automating so that you know where to start. And again, if you know where to start, the tools will be very obvious that what you can use to do that. So you've got to have a starting point. So let's talk about the keep, start, stop method. You might have heard of that before, but what you're basically going to do, and you're going to want to grab a piece of paper right now and write this down so that you can go through what you're doing right now in your business and go, I want to keep doing this. I want to stop doing this. And I want to start doing this, okay? So you're basically going to go look at your last week's calendar. You're going to look up all your activities and your meetings, and you're going to note where the most time was spent and identify recurring patterns. So a good one is, say you're a coach and you are coaching your students, or you're doing one-on-one coaching. What do you do with those recordings? How do you give them back to them? How do you create the, like a action item, a recap, whatever, and you give it to them? Even just taking the notes from your meeting, those kinds of things, that would be something that you could automate. You can automate with AI very, very easily. So if you think about that, think about the time that you spend doing that. Think about, I don't really like doing that, right? So you've got all kinds of things like that you're already doing in your business, right? So that would be a keep one because it needs your expertise and it's tied with revenue. So, and then maybe or maybe not, it might not energize you. I mean, the coaching part does, but maybe not the whole end, what you do at the end of the coaching session with that content, right? Okay. So that would be a keep one. Well, a start one might be something that you know you should be doing in your business, but you're not doing, like your marketing. All of your marketing should be AI assisted or delegated. Everything. Where could AI help you amplify your message and get it out there in the world? What are you not doing right now that you know you should be doing? You don't really have enough expertise, or it's just too time consuming. You don't know where to start, right? Then finally, stop. What are the things that you're doing that's draining your energy, that's not related to creating revenue and could be fully automated? So I want you to go through that and think of those things. Go look at your calendar. Some of this stuff might not be on your calendar, but make that list. Then I want you to spend some time and choose one from your list that would make the most impact in your business. Maybe, and I actually would tell you to pick 3, one from your keep, one from your start, and one from your stop. Okay. Pick one of those. Pick one that you know is a repetitive task from each of those lists, takes time out of your day, or you're not doing it, you're dreading it, or you might be the bottleneck in it. So you get part of it done and you never finish it. I have plenty of those, and has a clear process. So common AI opportunities that I see in a lot of businesses are building a content plan. Just like, and I'm going to go back to that example I just gave you of your coach and what do you do with your coaching session content. One of the examples I gave to one of my clients, and before I go to the next one, is I told him to quit taking notes. Use a note taker. Use that and then use it to create the action items, the recap, all that stuff, so you can be a better coach and be more present. A second one might be something that you guys aren't even doing right now, which is creating content. So that would be another one, like building a content plan, creating scripts for your videos and podcasts, writing a blog post, writing YouTube descriptions, podcast episode descriptions, emails to your list, creating social media content from your video content. Those are the kinds of things that I do. Examples are 2 things that I do in my business. I don't take notes when I'm coaching. I rely on transcripts. I take that and I use AI to automate all of the descriptions, the action items, things like that, so I can be fully present. The second thing that I do is the content creation one. And again, that has cut my time down from 2 hours a week, and sometimes even more. If you get down into writing scripts and things like that, that would have been another 2 hours just to write those scripts. Now everything's done in just minutes. Same with my coaching recaps. Any kind of content that I create, I'm using AI to assist me. So what I want you to walk away with is that AI is here to stay. It's here to assist you and make your life that much better if you take time to go through an audit and think about the things that you are either not doing and should be doing, or you're spending too much time doing in your business. So what I want you to do is do that keep, start, stop audit, come up with some ideas, and then go get some help implementing it. And if you already know that you want to automate the content creation tasks like I outlined that I do in my business, then I want to urge you to register for my next AI Content Amplifier Masterclass. And there I'm going to show you exactly how you can automate all these tasks and improve your content by using my content to cash machine framework that will help you get your messaging right so that your message will go out there and help you attract more clients. And that link is right down below. But do leave your comments. I want to hear about what you are thinking that you want to automate in your business. And I want you to go out there and embrace AI and use it to help you be better and more productive at what you're currently doing.
You've been listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, where content creators go to learn how to take their content creation to the next level. If you love the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, we'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give us a review on iTunes. Until next time.